Welcome into this presentation of Bourne Braves baseball. Alongside Blaine, McCormick, and Alexander Moore, I'm your host, Rob Werner, for some Tomahawk Talk. The Braves tonight were defeated by a final score of 5-2 against the Chatham Anglers. Their fourth loss of the season. The Anglers win the series, sweep the series. And Blaine, I got to ask you, the starting pitcher for Chatham tonight, Austin Bergner, really did his job keeping the bats of Bourne really out of play the whole night.
Yeah, he really set the tone early on, and the strikeout numbers from him were phenomenal tonight. Struck out 9 Bourne Braves and was just one of those guys that was working in a really quick tempo. We saw that in his first appearance against the Orleans Firebirds. The only difference between that game and this game was that he was just very impressive and just pitched really well, didn't give up a single earned run. He did give up 2 runs, but those were both unearned. While against the Firebirds, he kind of struggled a little bit, but really came back out of the gates just firing with the fastball, taking really good off speed, and just holding these Bourne Braves bats at bay.
And it seemed like this was kind of more of an emotional game than we've seen a little bit from the Braves this season. Alex, I mean, there was a few things that went on. The Anthony Prado play at second base where he didn't get the call. What did you think kind of the emotions running high in this game?
Yeah, exactly right. The emotions really got to them on this one. I think it got into their heads as well, as they just couldn't mount up anything against this pitching staff for the Chatham Anglers. And baseball, it's 90% mental, 10% physical. So you have to be able to lock in mentally in this game, and they couldn't do that tonight. And like you said, the emotions just kind of overtook them and really took the game away from them. And it's going to be a tough loss. It's back-to-back losses as well. So they're going to have to get that out of their heads as they go on to Hyannis tomorrow.
So the Braves win 3 in a row. They dropped these past 2 games. They dropped the season series against Chatham now. Blaine, like I said, they get swept by the Anglers. What do you kind of make of what they have to do now going forward?
I mean, you really have to push this loss to the side, as cliche as that really sounds. And I think I say that for every loss that they have. But you really just have to brush it out of the way and win your Western Divisional games. You got Hyannis at home tomorrow, then go on the road to face the Orleans Firebirds at home at away, where they have really been struggling so far. And against those Western Divisional opponents, those are the key wins for you, because that bottom 3 of the Western Divisional standing is really up in the air. And with the win that Falmouth had against the Harbor Hawks today, the Commodores are really making a case for themselves for the playoff run. But Katuitt tied tonight at or against the Wareham Gatemen, So that is huge for the Braves. So if they have a win tomorrow, that's going to be big time for them.
So the Braves dropped this game. They dropped the season series, the Chatham Anglers. Tomorrow, though, like Blaine said, back at Doran Park, where the Braves will take on the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Alongside Alexander Moore and Blaine McCormick, I'm your host, Rob Werner, and we'll see you tomorrow.